Hello, all your beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to start another jumbo cardigan, and this time is number 12. And it's all about green, animal and doodle. So I already fuzzy cut some of the animals. I've got a butterfly, a bird, a mouse, a rabbit, and I've cut out some greenery, and this one is the mushroom. There's green there, so that is what I'm going to be using for this card. So first of all, as always, I'm going to scratch the card that is going to be a little bit rough. You can also do this with some sandpaper, but I've had this tool for a long time, so that's why I'm using it. Take a little bit of the dust from the paper. Okay, I'm going to be using some gesso, and I want to be using a white one. Normally I use the transparent, but this time I want to cover up the queen, so this brush is quite hard. The bristles is for dabbing, so that's what I'm using it for, so I can get a little structure on the card. Okay. And while it's still wet, I'm going to see if I can also, like we do on the clear gesso, pop my image on top and see if it will stay. So obviously where I didn't put any gesso, it's not going to stay, so I'm going to use gesso so that it will stay. I need some more here. Let me turn it around. Take a little bit more. So I don't mind if it's going over it. I'm also going to use some of it around here for the side of the mushroom, and then it will stay. So put it back in the sides. Let me see. I'm gonna make some little noise with my heat tool. And I just blew all my images away. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, dried enough. I'm going to put my white gesso away. Okay, so now before I'm going to put all of my animals, I want some shades in there of color. So I took, this is metallic, so we shine up a little bit. If I can still use it, I didn't check it. And the moss, of course, my favorite. Take it off. I have the darker one and the lighter one. Dark and light, and my water spray. Pardon me, I have a little bit of a cough. It's a little bit cold here, so I hope my paint, yes, I can still, it's thick, but I can still use it. So I'm going in with, oh, looks more like a paste now. I can water it down, but I can also use it as a paste. But let me just water it a little bit. On my craft sheet. These pins have been with me for so long, and I'm happy they lasted this long. So I'm gonna set it again. And once it's a little bit dried, I'll wipe it away from the back, anything that is too much, because I still want my the structure that is giving me, I want it there. Let me see, let me clean up this small one. Yeah, should be enough. So I have my animals left and I have my moss left. So first of all, I want to, what am I going to, I want this one here, because I'm contemplating if I should first put my animals and then start using the moss. Can use that one there, and the butterfly goes in the corner, so I think I'm going to first of all put them. Okay, can use, and this one is the clear gesso. So the little birdie, I'm going to put him on top of the mushroom. Then the butterfly. I'm gonna put her around a little bit more up. Like so. The mouse. Around here. So I'm going under and on top, of course. And it reminds me that I also have to on the mushroom. Now the rabbit or the hare, however. I think it's going to be here. So then the prompts, I have them, only the green. I want to make the moss. So I have a little bit more of the greenery. So first of all, I'm gonna dry it again. Oh, to close it well. It's been a while since I've used all my mixed media products. I've been busy with some other projects, so. And I've moved up to the attic, so I have my own space for me. So some of the products have gone bad because I didn't take care of them. First of all, I'm going to use the darker part, and as you can see, I'm using it only down here. Going a little bit over the pink because there's green here also. Make it between his legs. Also put some of the moss. So that is enough for the darker color. And I forgot for them not to dry out. I always, when I finish using it, I use a little bit of water. I don't use them every day, so I don't want them to dry out. That's why they last so long. The lighter is coming in. And I'm also going over, as you can see, the picture. Make it look more like the moss. Now I need a green color, a little bit of a lighter color, so I can extend it a little bit. Let me dry it so I don't get in there with my hand. So some green. So it's going to be too light. I need some of my paints. Let me check for green. Maybe this is also too light. That is metallic, that is more bluish. Orange, I can make of course my own green, because with all the primary colors. This green I'm looking at. Is all in between here. Can make it a little bit darker if I can find my black. I can't, so I might try it with very dark blue. Let me just see, because we only need a little bit, not much. It's already too much, and I think I'm just going to, otherwise it's going to be too much. I just want it a little bit darker. And because I'm not using black, it's going to be a little bit more to the bluish side, of course. You see, this is too dark, but okay. You see, I can't paint a whole card with this, so check if I can find my pine green, and I'll use that one to color my cards. Going to be too dark, but also do make mistakes, and I don't want to waste any more paint, so let me just, this is a pine green, very dark color. Let me use it here then, so that only a little bit. And now we are going into the sky. Options. Okay. But still this part, I don't like it. I want some more lighter green. Actually, this would be the right color, but because there's something inside this like moss, and moss doesn't go into the sky, I cannot make a mountain there. If I put in, it's only gonna make it more blue. Let me try I brought my paints down. This is also going to be too light, so I still need black. And I don't see black nowhere anymore. Okay, black. Okay. I need a little bit. Could put more yellow in, but and this is too much. Let me just see. Then I'll just use this one's, oh no, take this one. Come here. Also have to use it here then to compensate. This yellow look more orange. Okay. Okay. A little bit away, deeper into the forest. Only the oily part is coming out. Everything that can go wrong today is going wrong, but that doesn't matter. Then you guys can also see not everything is going well with us also all the time, and if it is, then we are just taking it out of our videos. Okay, like this, a little bit more. Because I want to also shadow and put a little bit more of the blue there. That should be enough, more than enough. I want a little of the shadow because I think it's good, doing it well now. It's only this part here that I have to dry. And I think I will put some more of the pink there, and then I will shadow. Let me first of all take my journal. This aside a little bit. Okay then. I don't like to throw paints away, so anytime when I have paint left over, I put it in my journals or on another project, wherever. And then I will use it for like a journal page or something like that. Okay, this can dry on my other desk and be used another time. I'll bring pink back. All of these can go into the water. This is just a dry cloth that I'm cleaning the glass with. So taking out another brush. And a little water. And it's not enough, so coming back in with some more of the pink. thinking if I should put some of the pink there. First of all, let me dry. And let me see if I wipe. Kijk. It's also possible. And then I look a little bit more. I put gesso on top of the mushroom, so, and I like this better. Yeah. Okay, for shadows, first I have to come and dry everything. So my video stopped. I apologize for that. I've done a little shadow already, but I've took out my aqua blend and I took from the Spectrum aqua blend, I took the brunette and I put a little shadow here, here and here, and now I just drew around here like so. And I'm also going to water it. And then spread it out. I will still keep some against the animal of the color, but most of it I'm spreading it out to the side. Still have to do some of it here. Put water again and just spread it out. And because I put the clear gesso, anything that is on the animal or the mushroom, I can just wipe it off. So I'm thinking if I should put the text, because we have enough text in all the books. But I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't put a text. I'm happy with how it looks like. So this was again card 12 and the prompts were green, animal and doodle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to doodle only what do I want? I think I'm gonna use because if I would have just used ordinary paint, I can just use the Posca, but I cannot use Posca now because of the grit that is here. The things that give me the structure. I will ruin the nib of my Posca, and then it will not work anymore because it will go in there. So I think maybe if I use one of my darker colors, and you can use whatever you use is okay. I'm using an aqua marker because this nib has been ruined anyway, so I don't mind. So first of all, I'm gonna make like a border around it. And doodle is very wide. You can doodle wherever you want and how you want. You can doodle with different colors or only one color. You can doodle the way I'm doodling, but you can also doodle on top of your animals, like I want to give him a little bit of wings. This little guy, I'm gonna give him a crown. Let me see, I want a big crown, so high and little here, crown. Then I'll come in later with gold. So this one have wings. This one is a crown and more high up. More. It's getting higher, but it doesn't matter. Do I want? I'm gonna the butterfly. Around. With some dots. This one is coming from behind here, so and then that one I want to continue where maybe here, a smaller, a bigger, and a smaller. and I think that is okay for me with the doodling. Then I said I wanted gold, so and I hope this one still works. That's not much. Okay, let me see if okay. Yeah, I said it. Today is one of those days where nothing works out the way I want it to work out. It's supposed to be in here and it was out, as you can see. So now everything is gold. Let me keep this one here. And so for now it's not going to make a big impact. Let me first clean up the mess. Okay, so how many things can go wrong in one video? Well, a lot. So I've cleaned up my mess. I said I was going to use gold, but I've decided to use the white because the black is also giving off. Of course, it's water. So I'm coloring in a little bit of my doodles, and because I used a water brush before, I have to be careful. And this is something like a halo around it. But yeah, look at my my jumbo card with a whole lot of obstacles and going wrongs in between. So thank you very much for being here with me. If you didn't leave sooner with all the mistakes that happened. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.